And all of a sudden, it's done. Kaboom. Oh, bit of grass from the neighbours allotment. There we go. Yeah, lovely. Lovely jubbly. My potatoes, my tomatoes. Just put you up a bit. My tomatoes need sorting out a bit. They've gone a bit over the past week or so. I haven't tied them up, just couldn't be bothered. I just want tomatoes. So I need to put a bit of effort and tie them up. So let's get on with it, shall we? Right, if I'm going to be honest, they're doing well. There's a few flopped off ones, there's a few mouldy ones, but that's what you do when you go away for a week. You've got to be prepared for the downsides. But yeah, but there's one here that I can pick. It will just ripen up on the windowsill at home. That's huge, it's amazing. That is absolutely lovely. And a few other small ones which I'm going to pick and I'll pop home with me. But yeah, they're doing alright. In a couple years time I'd hope 15-foot polytunnel, wouldn't that be amazing? Big double doors, all soaker wires, you can always dream. You know what, I think I'll take back what I said. That's an alright harvest, that. It's good, that. Especially for what I've harvested a few the other day. Well, what I could the other day when I first got back, when the drone came over and that was weird. I harvest quite a lot then. That's only been what, 3-4 days? I think not even that was that was Saturday. Sunday is Tuesday. Now it's what, 4 days? It's not been that long and I've got a few tomatoes. That's amazing, shall we say. Now, I've got to say, this hose reel here, it's probably one of the best investments I've ever done on the plot. It is so easy. What I literally do, I've literally just put it out like that, plug it in, turn the tap on, and it doesn't leak, and it has a leak from the tap, but that's just a drop and that's going into the barrel already, so it's not leaking in any way. So if I'm just down the allotment, plug it in, turn it on, just have the hose out when I do jobs and stuff. And then when I was in the shops, I was being a bit indecisive, so I was like, do I want to spend £50 on this, just wait a bit longer and maybe go for an automatic reel up? But I bit the bullet, and I done it, and I'm so glad I done it. It's amazing. Easiest things, I like how it swivels. I'll put this post in myself. Well, I say concrete, but I think I've done the mix a bit wrong. But yeah, it stables enough, it keeps it stable enough, and it's going to be easy to take out. Probably it's just unscrewing the buttons and ripping it out, but one of the best investments I've ever made on this plot. Oh, it's hot. Now it's the middle of August, here's the heat. It's the prime time for heat. I've had to come behind the shed of just how hot it is. I've got my hat on, but I've got my cold water, but it's hot. But the garden, it loves the heat if they're alright with their variety, and if the plant can put up with the heat, and if they get enough water. But the hose reel, that makes that easier. Nice and tidy. It is hot, so. See, with my plot, I've got no shade. There's no bit of shade. Well, as soon as it hits about 11 o'clock-ish, no shade. Usually down here by my shed, because of this big hedge here, it sort of shades my shed area. But once it's hit 11 o'clock or so, I'll get no shade on my lot, which is a good thing if you've got plants and stuff. But it is hot, hot, hot. It is too hot. Don't like the heat. Don't like the heat. Well, it's the next day. I'm not even mic'd up yet. I've just got down the allotment. Yesterday I was looking at my tomatoes. I was like, is it blight? Is it not? It is. I'm not even mic'd up. It's literally that. I've not even unlocked the shed. I've literally just got down and put my stuff down and looked at it. Let me show you then. Honestly, I don't know if any of them are salvageable. There, tomatoes all dead on the floor. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, before yesterday, people down the allotment, they just said the whole allotment has blight because it travels in the air. Look. My neighbours here, I'm just going to go onto their plot quickly, I won't mind. But they've got a wheelbarrow here, I think this is full of blight tomatoes. Yep. So they're gone. Let's go check the greenhouse. Right, there we go, I've just turned my mic on, hopefully you should hear me. I ain't even done a sound check of how desperate I am. But yeah, you can't compost them. I'm going to pick all the green ones, hopefully they'll ripen. But it travels through the air. The greenhouse, it is A-okay. The greenhouse is fine for now. But of course, tomatoes are grown in plots and it spreads over the air, so the whole allotment's probably going to blight this year. Last year, I was just about all right. Other people had it last year. Year before, the whole allotment wiped out with it. The light in here is terrible, but yeah, so they've got to go. You can't compost them because it will just go in the soil and you'll just have blight every year. So I'm going to put it on the fire to burn. But I saw Jessie at plot 37. She's got blight. She's in London. I'm in Kent, about West Kent, I think. I don't know. Kent. Will, the flying gardener in Wales, he has blight. But I'm going to be super careful because it's simple as touching the plant and then touching a tomato without blight. It can travel like that. So I need to wear gloves, I need to thoroughly wash, I need to wash all my tools that I use. It is that severe. I need to wash the wheelbarrow out after putting it in there. But yeah, let's crack on.
Of mine, what do you feel beside? I don't know where we're gonna fly like you did sometimes. Seeing eyes of mine. Love, 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 I wanna be strong, strong. We're doing wrong, but I'll try to fix it.
Right, so in this point of time, my mic has died, so yeah, that's that. But that's all the tomatoes I've got, all the green ones, which I hope will ripen up in the shed. They should do, it will be quite hot in there, so they should ripen up. But I think what I'm saying here is that I'm going to redo my area for me outside of my shed. Yeah, I am saying that. Right, here we go, because we've got the shed competition going on. I thought let's redo this bit out here as well, because it's sort of a part of my shed as well. But yeah, if you sort of enjoyed the video, I hope you did. Go check out any other ones. Make sure to like and subscribe, all that palaver. But yeah, shed competition's coming up, 27th of August, and there's a little meet-up, so I'll see what I can do then as well. Anyways, chaps, I don't know what I'm noddling on about here, but I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Well, you know, yesterday I said how amazing my hose reel is. I'm never going to have to say that again. Well, it's just broken. Well, it's not even broken, it's just that I can't reel it out. This bit here is snapped off. So, I should probably never say a product's good again. Until it's about 5 years old and I know it's good. Anyways, you live and you learn. It's still a hose, I can still use the hose. See you next week, chaps. Bye bye.